Hello everybody and welcome to another review on Jurassic Collectibles. Tonight we've got the final 93 classic set, the Tyrannosaurus Rex Off-Road Tracker Pack. So, bittersweet to see the 93 classic line go. It was exciting to see this kind of classic Jurassic Park packaging continuing for another year, but the Mattel team have now transform this line to Jurassic World Reimagined instead. As you can see, the gorgeous backdrop gives us a good look at the vehicle. The Rex, which I believe is modelled on an unreleased Kenner Tyrannosaurus Rex, a juvenile, which is very cool. We get all of the contents for the set here, information about the Dino Facts app, obviously our classic Jurassic Park logo on one side, and as with the rest of the 93 classic line, this is an old school cardboard box. So once you open this, you are not closing it again. It is glued together. So, taking a look at everything in the box, we have our Rex, our Jeep, Arnold, the capture gear, and quite a great looking piece of packaging actually. I'm just going to leave it like this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the review. No, I'm kidding, of course, guys. We are going to get this one out. So it looks like the Rex is just tabbed in, but both the Rex and the car have got some of these plastic elements on the base that we do need to remove. So that's no problem. Just get those out. I always find the ones on the dinosaurs don't like to come out quite as easily. But there we go, that's the 4 of them. That should be the Jeep 3 now, and it is. And what a cool Jeep that is. Wow, that looks very, very cool. Just gonna bring that back into frame for a second. Love that. That is a reimagined set that I am here for. We're going to get this Rex out, which feels like it makes use of the buck head sculpt. I know a lot of people were excited about that. It definitely has got a new head sculpt, and I think it could very well be a buck head sculpt. Either that or it's a new juvenile Rex head sculpt. Okay, so we're back, guys. Sorry for pausing mid-unboxing there. I had just noticed that my camera was still on the wrong settings. I shoot in a slightly different mode when I do the stills at the end, compared to the mode that I use for the actual video. I just have to accommodate the light a little bit more in the actual video, basically. But I realised it was looking quite grey there, and obviously I want to give you guys a good look at this. This is the last 93 classic toy, so it's important we do it right. And as you can see, you can now see all of that. So we'll get the Rex's tail snapped in. I think that's in. It didn't snap, but it's in. Okay, so Rex's tail is in. Got the capture gear. Got Ray Arnold. That is our Tyrannosaurus Rex tracker pack, really, all together. We're now going to take a look at some individual elements. So I'm going to look at the Jeep last, because that's the bit I'm most excited for. We'll look at the Rex second, and we will start with Ray Arnold. So Ray Arnold, as you can see, comes in this extremely 90s-esque, brightly coloured armour. You can see just there how kind of bright that armour really is. He's got the red and green armour on. It is a brand new piece, and it just looks incredibly futuristic. And alongside his armour, he comes with like a prod stick that just looks really weird. I don't know how well that is picking up for you guys. Let's get that to focus a bit more. Come on, camera, you can do it. There we go. You can see there's loads of texture in this. There's like a wire going up to the top. It's just a peculiar accessory, and it's so thin that it bends itself out of shape so easily, as you can see. Now, Ray does use what looks like, ironically enough, brand new legs. So that's quite stunning. He's got different knee pads than I've seen on any other figure. So definitely new upper legs at least. Obviously new arms with the gauntlets, the new detail for the armoured vest. And if we pull this vest off, let's see what torso we've got underneath. That's interesting, it's a new torso underneath as well. Wow, I didn't expect that. But you can see that's almost like a military softshell jacket. That's really interesting. I wonder if we might be getting some rebirth pieces here early in a different form, because that's even got the lines where on a military jacket this would be camouflage paint and here would be like a tan colour. That's really curious. Cool, so that is Arnold. You can see again, pretty decent figure. I'm not a huge fan of the massively nostalgic colours. He does have, just for visual sake, a little painted in earpiece as well, and a pretty good head sculpt. I personally feel that this figure should have been Ellie Sattler to round out the original trio in the 93 classic line. I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get her, but it is what it is, you know, it works. So that is Arnold. We're going to bring our camera down and we are going to take a look at the Rex next. And the Rex, I think, looks really, really good. I think the yellow and black colour scheme on this really pops. This is an extreme chomping Rex sculpt, so it has got the chomping head, as you can see just there, and it has got a sculpted down tongue. But you can see that new head sculpt there. Definitely meant to look like a juvenile, possibly a juvenile bull, and I think it looks pretty good. You've got the separate teeth now as well, something we're seeing across the board, and that just elevates these figures so much. And then you have the patterning down the body of the Rex, the patterning in the tail, and the all black legs, but the toe claws have got a different paint colour on them, so they kind of have a shiny finish compared to the more matte finish of the black colour on the skin, and so it means that you do get a nice claw contrast on this figure. So I think the Rex is a really nice inclusion. Now the capture gear we get this piece, which is similar to the piece that came with the Gallimimus but on a larger scale. The idea being that this will link the Rex's legs together and stop it from running anywhere. So we will give connecting them a go, and you can see you can connect that fairly well. I imagine if we moved it up a little bit it might connect even better. Yeah, kind of like there. You can see that Rex isn't going anywhere now. I'm just going to check actually on the back of the box to see that I am putting it in the right place. I believe I am. Yeah, so it does, it kind of goes across right above there. And then you get this really cool piece of capture gear. This could have easily been a reuse from the previous Rex that came with a head sort of piece of protection, but they decided to make it new. And I really like that. I'm trying to work out how to get this in. Does it? Oh, okay. So that's interesting. It kind of disconnects here, and you wrap it around. Cool. So I'll do this on camera as best I can. But we connect. That looks insane. Wow, that's so cool. That looks really, really cool. I like that. That's awesome. So that is the Rex with the headgear on, and you can see, man, that just looks incredible. There's a lot of detail packed into that. That is an awesome piece. Cool. So I like that Rex. We'll move him off and then we will bring in our Jeep. And this is so cool because this is obviously a classic Jurassic Park Jeep, but it's reimagined. So it feels a lot more like a scrambler style Jeep. You can see the front here, we've got a different kind of roll cage going on, different lights, the hood is a different aesthetic. You have a little hole here that you can put the prod stick that comes with Arnold into if you want to. I probably won't, but you can see this is just like an alternate universe. What if Jurassic World didn't use the Jeep Wrangler, kind of? And I think this looks so cool. It almost, with the sort of wire doors on the side that open, as you can see just there, and with this particular grille piece, This almost gives me a Terra Nova vibe. You can see there's even the Jurassic Park logo on the top just there, and you have this different roll cage that is a lot skinnier than any of the actual Jurassic Park vehicles. Now what's cool is there are actually two little foot pegs just here, so if you want a figure standing in the back you can do that, and obviously you could sit Arnold inside as well if you wanted to. So that Jeep I love. I knew I was going to like it from the preview photos. I wasn't a fan of this. I wish this was just one like red straight line, but I actually think it works pretty well in the final product. So bringing it all back together, guys, I have to admit, for a final 93 classic set, this is phenomenal. I think the Rex is really, really nice. I'm such a big fan of this Jeep. I just think it has such a cool aesthetic to it. Arnold, I could take or leave him, I'm not particularly bothered, but everything else makes for a really nice set. If you are thinking about picking this one up, absolutely do. It's a nice way to round out the 93 Classic collection, and I'm curious to see what else Mattel have in store for Jurassic World Reimagined. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like, favourite and subscribe. Plenty more coming as we approach the release of Jurassic World Rebirth. And until then, guys, take care and have a great week.